There's no shortage of data showing millennials love living in big cities, but the COVID-19 pandemic could disrupt that steady trend.
Now that I am in isolation and I'm not able to do the other things that brought me joy or like distracted me during these like tough winter months that Chicago has, that's really brought to light that I can't handle living in the city if I don't have those things.
Hannah Landolt has lived in Chicago for 3 years, working in media advertising. After quarantining in the duplex she shares with two roommates, she says she's considering moving out of the city.
During quarantine, it felt a lot smaller that because we're there all the time.
A combination of amenities and job opportunities have long attracted millennials to urban metros. But these areas come with steep trade-offs, like small apartments. And they don't come cheap either, so many split the cost with roommates. Since the beginning of the pandemic, city dwellers across the country have escaped to more spacious suburbs or rural areas until lockdowns are lifted, leaving questions about what this means for the real estate market. But Skylar Olson, senior principal economist at Zillow, says we shouldn't expect an urban flight just yet.
We're not talking about Brooklynites turned rural homesteaders, right? We're talking about, yes, a potential price boom or at least more price pressure in those amenity-rich outlying communities.
Think college towns, vacation towns, and smaller urban metros, already equipped with the amenities to satisfy an incoming cohort of high-earning residents who can now work from home.
The connection between where you live and where you work, that could be broken by remote work. It doesn't break the connection between where you live and where you play, right? Where you live and where you eat, where you live and where you work out, where you live and where you shop. And that's still something that people place a premium on.
Still, the rate of home ownership among millennials is lower than it was for their parents when they were the same age. That's largely due to financial hurdles like student debt and wage stagnation, even with record low interest rates.
This current economic crisis is going to be another challenge for this generation to experience.
Being cooped up in a small apartment may not trigger a bump in home ownership among millennials, but it could dull the attraction to America's biggest urban enclaves. Bianca Fascini, Newsy, Washington.